Hello, so I'm gonna vlog a little bit of my time in Seattle. I arrived yesterday, and what did I do yesterday? I just went to a park and Planet Fitness, and actually went to the gym at Planet Fitness for the first time, not only just showering there like I've been doing. And I should mention that it's Wednesday, October 10th. And last night I stayed in the first time I stayed in kind of like a residential area because there's no Walmarts for like 40 minutes that allow overnight parking and really no other businesses. So I stayed in this place in West Queen Anne, and I found it on iOverlander, the app. So there's like a park on that side, and then along there's like houses, and they're nice looking houses, so it's not like a sketchy area or anything. But the roads around here, the roads in here, I actually went to this other place first last night, but it just felt like it wasn't like sketchy, but it just didn't seem like a place to park overnight. And so I was like, oh, I don't really want to get a knock in the middle of the night by the cops and have them tell me to move. So I decided to come here, and that was after it was already really dark. And the roads here are unlike anything I've ever seen. Like, I've never experienced anything like this where there's cars parked on both sides and that only leaves enough room for one lane of traffic to go through. So when a car is coming from the other direction, you have to pull over. Like, I never knew that they made streets like that. It's so weird. But today I'm gonna go to this place called Discovery Park and kind of check it out. It's about 14 minutes from where I am right now. Oh my gosh, driving into Seattle was like scary. Not as scary as I thought it was gonna be. You know, 10 lanes of traffic is not something I've ever been in on my own. The only other time I've been in like a big city driving myself is when I went to look at vans with my stepdad in going through Minneapolis, but we just like drove on the highway or interstate that just goes right through it. And other than that, I've never driven myself in a big city. But now I have to drive through these neighborhoods once again, and I'm not really a fan of them. But it's only 15 minutes away, so hopefully not too much will go wrong. So I'm fully aware that this camera angle is horrible, but it's all I could do at the time. So literally, as you can see, like only one car can fit through there, and you'll see in a second that there's a time where I have to pull over behind this truck right here so that this other car can go through, which you can't see because of the bad angle. And these streets are just so weird. Like, there's nothing like that in any of the places I've been to. I mean, I'm sure there are, but like I haven't driven on them. Just like these weird little one-way streets everywhere, and it's like you'd think Google Maps would just take me on some main road somewhere, but no, I'm going on all these little back streets. It's so weird. But once I got into the park, it was a lot more normal driving, and as you'll see, it's a pretty cool little park. I honestly don't know how people could ever live here. Like, if I lived here, I would only ever take public transportation. And I like taking the bus or going on that, I think it's I don't know if it's not an Amtrak, I don't know what it is, like the subway looking thing. Like, that seems so fun, but I'm not gonna do that alone, you know, just for safety. But oh my gosh, I can't imagine having to live here and drive in those types of roads and that kind of traffic all the time. Like, I specifically plan my days and when I drive around when I feel like is going to be the least busiest. But I made it to the park, and I didn't really do much research on what, you know, is in the park, but it seems like there's a pretty cool trail, and it seems like a big park, so I think I'm gonna do a little walking on the trail and go out to the coast. I'm just at the beginning of the park, and I don't know if that's gonna be a long ways to walk, but we'll see. I really have no clue where this trail goes because there wasn't a map or anything, but it looked pretty, and it is pretty. So I'm gonna walk on it for a little bit. The leaves on these trees are huge, like twice the size of my face. So, I started like there, I think, and I want to go there, so I'm a little off track. So, I think I'm just gonna walk back on the same trail I came from and then go on a different trail that kind of leads more directly to it. Gonna grab a Cliff Bar for the hike. Can't see it, but the trail I'm gonna take basically goes up that way. Look at all this cool, like, moss. So I guess that's the lighthouse. Kinda not as cool as I thought it was gonna be, but the beach is pretty nice. I didn't put any of my window covers away this morning, so now that I'm back, I should probably do that. So now that I'm back from my hike, I actually hiked for a while. I just looked it up, like almost 6 miles. So I'm gonna make some lunch and I'm gonna make this chickpea curry, the same thing in my chore video. And again, I'm not gonna show you, I'm just gonna kind of keep hyping it up until I finally have my recipe or meal idea video out. Yeah, how was your hearing visit? So here is my lunch, and of course the one time that I filmed this recipe and actually put it in a video, it turned out way different than I've ever made it before, so that's nice. So I have like a ton of dishes to do, as you can kind of see some of them, but I'm really tired. So I'm just going to lay in bed and do some reading for a little bit. So now I'm gonna head over to the place that I'm going to stay tonight, which I found on iOverlander. This is Seattle, and then right here is this island called Mercer Island, and there's this place on there called Aubrey Davis Park. Somebody said that the police came after them being there for 24 hours and said there was no problem with staying there. And it was last visited like a couple days ago, and there's a toilet there. So and people say it's like a safe neighborhood, and so I'm gonna go there because I don't really want to, oh gosh, a bit dark there. I don't really want to stay in, you know, the busy traffic-filled area of Seattle. Okay, I know you can hardly see me, but I just got here and this is like the perfect place. There's a Sprinter van or something like it right over there. Yeah, you can see that. And so I don't really know where the bathrooms are. Luckily I went right before I came here, but this is a lot better and a lot easier to get to than the last place I stayed at. So I'm gonna put my window covers up so that you can actually see me when I'm talking. So it's 7:30 now. I think it probably took me a little over half an hour to get here, and it's only like 12 miles away, but the traffic I'm sure wasn't that bad for like Seattle or some big city, but it was the worst it's been since I've been in this area, because I strategically plan my days around, did I already say this? I don't know. I strategically plan my days out, like I'm driving at the times when the roads are not very busy. Yeah, I did say that. Oh my gosh. I walked to the bathroom just so I would know where it is in the morning, and it's like a 2-minute walk. So kind of far away, but I don't mind, and I feel like I'm just gonna have to disclaim this every time I ever talk about a bathroom. I don't have one in my van, but I also don't want one. So like I'm totally fine with my bathroom situation. Good morning. I'm gonna make my usual breakfast, which is a bagel. And this is like my favorite kind of bagels, Thomas, but I've never had the 100% whole wheat ones. I don't know if I've ever even seen them, but I thought they sounded interesting. I usually get just the regular plain ones, or I used to get the blueberry ones, but they like never have them anywhere. Or I get the everything ones, but those are kind of messy. And I'm just gonna put some unhealthy stuff on it. Kind of wanted to go for a run today on the little trail that goes through the park that I'm parked by, but my calves hurt, so I think I'm just gonna go for a walk and maybe listen to like a guided meditation while I'm walking. I don't even know if the trail is very long or not, but I'm gonna check it out and not bring my camera because I don't want to carry that the whole entire time. I forgot to say, last night I actually didn't sleep with my little earplugs in, which I almost always do because otherwise it's too loud to go to sleep. But this is like such a quiet, nice area, and I think I'll stay here for a few nights because I really like it and feel like it's an okay place to park. It's such a nice day out, and so I was gonna like do some editing in the van, but since the weather is honestly perfect, I'm gonna take my computer and edit outside at one of the benches in the park. So I found one bench that's partially in the shade, which is nice because otherwise it's kind of hard to see my computer when I'm editing. Okay, it took like 20 or so minutes to upload everything, and I'm no longer in the shade, so you can't really see me. I had like 140 items to upload, so it took a while, and I thought my computer was fully charged, but it wasn't. It was at 33%, and now it's at 20%, so I'm just gonna edit like the 2 videos that I have to edit are, I don't remember what they are. I think one's a 50 facts about me and one's about why I live in a van. Yeah, those are the 2 that I'm gonna upload, and by the time I'm done those are the 2 that I'm gonna edit. By the time I'm done editing that, I will definitely have to go back to the van and charge my computer. Probably won't even last that long, but I'll do what I can. Actually, you know what? Change of plans. I'm gonna charge my computer and my phone and wait until the sun gets low enough so that that is in the shade so that I can actually see my computer while I'm sitting on here, and change into a short sleeve shirt. I'm making some food, just some leftover rice and beans and corn and some srirachas in there. I'll probably do a fourth of that avocado because it's kind of big. It's 4 o'clock now and I'm back outside, going to finally get to editing. So it's now 9 o'clock the next morning. I obviously didn't really want to film that much last night, so I basically did nothing. And now I just got ready and kind of cleaned up the van, made my bed for the first time in like a week, and I'm gonna go, let's see if I can show it. I'm gonna head down to a park called Pioneer Park, which I looked up and it looks pretty cool. So maybe just hang out there for a while, and I should also go to Planet Fitness and shower today. So I'll do that a little bit later. I found a way cooler park. Not that the other one didn't look cool, but it was just like little gravel pull-off areas to the side of the road where you could parallel park, and there wasn't that many of them, and I was gonna go to one on the other side of the street, so I was trying to find a place to turn around, but I wasn't really sure where to, and I ended up coming to this place that I'm at right now, which is called Clark Beach Park, and it's right on the water and it's super pretty. Probably like, looks like there's a little trail right there. I'll check out the beach aspect of it and then just hang out in the van. So I think what I'm gonna do is read for a little bit until I have to go to the bathroom, because there's a bathroom here, but like you saw, I couldn't open it. So then when I have to pee, I'll just go to Planet Fitness and maybe come back here after that. I don't know. So I just showered at Planet Fitness. It's like, let me see, 12:48. And so now there's a, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's an Albertsons, which I had to look up because I've never heard of them before. It's a grocery store, and I think I'm gonna go in there and see if they have like places where you can refill your water gallon jugs, and if they do, then I'll refill 2 of mine there. If they don't, I passed a Safeway on the way here, so I'll just go there. But then after that, for the rest of the day, I think I'm just gonna find a park to hang out at, maybe go to the same one that I was at earlier, and then drive back to the same place that I slept at last night and sleep there probably just one more night. And then I'm probably going to just stay in the general area for 3 to 4 more days because there's a few people that I'm gonna meet up with, so that'll be fun. And then I'll be driving kind of down to Tacoma, and there is a way to drive through there into Olympic National Park, and that's what I'll be doing next. I'm gonna kind of end the video here because I feel like it's really long. I feel like I have a ton of footage. But for today's quote, this one is by Marianne Williamson, and it is, "You must master a new way to think before you can master a new way to be."